everybody. It's December 15, 2018. Figure4online.com/wrestlingobserver.com. I'm here. Vinny's here. Why don't you tell me this is just sitting right here, Rob?
Too tired to notice.
Rob's here. Anything else in the way? This glass?
No, can't see the glass.
Right. Anything on Vinny's side?
Nope. Just don't even know.
I can't even believe it.
I can see a picture of myself, and there's nothing. None of the stuff around me can make it into the camera, which is amazing.
So we're here for the TLC review. I apologize in advance. Not going to be the most professional TLC review of all time. We feel like shit. And actually, of everybody, we probably feel the best.
Yes.
Of those that drank. So I don't want to false advertise, so I'm just going to, tell everyone what actually happened here. All right, if you've been on...
honesty is the best policy.
If you've been on Twitter, Tom did not barf on the Christmas show. Right. So, don't buy the video hoping you see him projectile vomit.
Yeah.
Right, that happened after the show.
Just after the cameras shut off.
Literally 5 minutes after the show, he went over and he laid down on the fucking couch over there. And he's he doesn't want to get up. He's got to get on a plane in 3 hours. We're like, dude, we got to get you to the airport. I can't get up. Tom, you got to get up. So let me stay here. We can stay here if you want, but you're going to miss your flight. We can get you home. But you probably should board this flight. Lance is this guy can't get on an airplane. It's not going to be a good idea. So I leave the room, and I come back into the room, and Tom has not moved, but there's some shit all over the floor. And I'm like, what's all over the floor? I think it was you, Rob, says, Tom barfed. I'm like, what the fuck? So Tom's laying on the couch, he's sideways, and vomit, there is actually vomit on his face. And he's just looking at me. He goes, I barfed. Or something like that. I'm like, yeah, it's all over my fucking floor. And then he goes, bleh, and he projectile vomits the second time. And he just looks at me. I barfed. I see that, Tom. You're still barfing. Can you stop barfing all over the floor? He barfs a third time. I think he barfed 4 times all over the floor.
I saw the aftermath. That sure looked like it.
Dude, there's onions everywhere.
Yeah, our lesson from this is that Tom apparently does not chew his food.
Fucking A, dude.
Fist-sized tongues. I can identify what he's been eating for the past 24 hours.
So we carted his ass out of here and threw him on an airplane, apparently.
Allegedly.
I guess he got on the plane, so I don't know how.
He did take a shower, and I have since been in that bathroom. Since he took that shower, your shower also needs cleaning.
Dude, everything needs cleaning. This fucking room smells so bad right now.
This couch probably needs to be burned, if we're being honest.
I don't know what we're going to do. Rob, God bless producer Rob, finally did something right. Helped me clean everything up right here.
We all helped. It was a team effort.
Yeah, it's as clean as it's been in a while. But, it still smells really weird in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Which it always does after a Christmas show, but this smells really weird.
It usually smells like just straight up booze, which has, alcohol has a clean scent to it in a way.
It does?
This does not smell clean.
No, am I? No, you're not on, Rob.
You use rubbing alcohol, for example, to clean.
Can you raise your hand, buddy?
Well, you had me on the last time.
I think you're on now.
So, no, what it smells like, because I've had this scent in my house, because we have a dog who likes to piss every so often. It smells like animal piss.
Well, we did use various
copious amounts of cleaning products.
Yes, we used animal vomit cleaner.
I got some right here.
We used all sorts of shit.
Oxycharge, stain and odor remover.
Yeah.
Nature's Miracle, urine enzymatic formula, urine destroyer foam.
Yeah, I fucking used all that in this room.
You need more.
Dude, I need a fire.
A cleansing fire would be.
We had the fucking window open through the entire TLC. It smells in here.
It's December 16th from when we had the window open.
Yep, and it's a disaster. So, like I said, you're not going to see Tom vomit if you buy the Christmas show at video.f4online.com.
In hindsight, the entire Christmas show now is going to be a 2-hour build with no payoff.
Basically, yeah.
The payoff happened after the show.
But hey, you want to see? You ever seen those? You ever gone a website and it's click here, moments before death. It's the picture right before someone gets eaten by a fucking polar bear or something like that.
Oh, I saw that out on your own site, I think.
Okay, if you want to see moments before death here on this fucking show, then you can watch the Christmas show at video.f4wonline.com. You will see the 2 hours preceding the death of Filthy Tom Lawler.
And if you do follow Brian on Twitter, you will see a very nice picture of me on my hands and knees cleaning.
Yeah,
I've never seen you so happy as you are that picture, Rob.
I forced him. Smile or I'll kill you.
That's basically what happened.
I didn't say that. Seriously, did he really drink that much more than I did? I drank a lot.
So did I.
I mean,
it didn't seem like it, honestly.
We took the same number of shots. I did at one point try to give him a double shot and me a single shot, and Lance caught me, and he made me drink an entire shot. So like, I think we drank the fucking same amount, and I had a mixed drink too.
Yeah.
How did he barf? I drink once a fucking year. He was drinking last night.
Maybe it was not the alcohol. Maybe he had food poisoning.
Fuck.
I don't know. But you sure did barf.
God damn it.
No question about that.
He barfed like I've never seen before. My child. I mean, the only thing that saved him from being fired is I've been potty training Paisley all week.
So you things everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been neck and neck. At least she actually does the potty in the toilet as opposed to Tom, who just barfed all over my floor.
I did bring in Whitney, and I tried to brace her. I tried to,
Well, she actually went to college, unlike me.
She also
Well, she's seen worse.
That's exactly what she said.
Yes.
She looked at this and said, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
And she just got to work.
I mean, there was no blood. There was no feces.
No, that's
I
what
don't
we can
think.
tell.
So anyway, that's the Christmas. You'll hear more from Tom on. I doubt he remembers anything.
So let's see he quits in shame.
No, he ain't gonna quit. Not after this. He's here for life. I don't let people quit after that.
Demand will probably go up.
Yeah, he is indebted to me for life after that one.
So that's our environment, everyone. We ruined ourselves.
Yeah, you can't see this table here, but like we cleaned up a lot, and this fucking room is still a disaster. I mean, I thought it was a hell of a Christmas show from what I remember.
I had fun.
It's a winner of a show, as far as I know.
Yeah.
It was a loser of a post show.
Yes.
Yeah. Talking smack was horrible.
So, yeah, we would have been ruined anyway, and then our start to TLC got delayed by like 90 minutes as we dealt with this nightmare.
So yeah, video.f4wonline.com. You may as well sign up now. You sign up now, you get it for a month. Go back and watch last year's show, watch all the Brian and Vinny shows, watch the Retro Raw Nitro shows on video. You ain't seen nothing until you've seen Vinny and I. Vinny talking about his big fucking brain on the Retro show in video. That's a winner.
I heard people enjoyed that, yeah.
Yeah, so check it out. Like, if nothing else, like, check it out, because I'm going to probably have to fucking buy a new couch.
Yeah.
I may have to buy a new room. I may have to recarpet this whole fucking room.
It's entirely possible.
So, like, if you like us, help me out here.
You'll rent a van. We'll do the shows in the van for a month as this room gets redone.
It smells horrible in here. I don't even know how I'm doing the show here tonight.
And you got to do another one later.
Yeah, I got to do another one later tonight. Can you imagine?
It's a day.
I had to do the Christmas show. I feel like Seth Rollins. You guys don't know how hard this is. But hey, you know what? I'm fucking doing it. I'm not bitching. I'm bitching right now.
I think you had a better day.
Someone barfed all over my room.
I think you had a better day than Seth Rollins.
Yeah, if Seth Rollins, if he was on Raw and someone barfed all over him, then like he can bitch on Twitter. But don't tell me that it's hard to do a 3-hour show. Fuck me. 2 hours of the Christmas show, dude barfed all over. 4 hours of TLC, Brian and Vinny show, and a Dave show on no sleep. I guess I got a little sleep. Let's do this.
WWE.
I'm gonna do my best on this review, everybody. I'm gonna try so hard.
WWE Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, December 16th, 2018. It opened with the finals of the prestigious Mixed Match Challenge tournament.
3 fucking months long, a round-robin tournament by WWE. All of the biggest stars. And it comes down to R-Truth and Carmella against Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. That's the finals of the fucking Mixed Match Challenge.
So we got like a 3-minute match. I guess 4 if you got the rap concert. Like usually Truth comes out and raps during his entrance, and that's it. This time it's a 4-hour show. So he Carmella get in the ring and do like a whole rendition of the song.
That's fine with me, dude. That's one of the rare highlights of this act.
So the match was like 3 minutes, during which Michael Cole plugs not only that the match is on Facebook Watch, but also plugs the comment section.
No, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Carmella's dance break spot. The Singh brothers wanted it on it. Truth threw them out. There was some silliness with his hat. And Carmella tapped out Alicia with a code of silence. Great.
Yeah, 3 full months. They are both number 30 in the Royal Rumble now. They get a free vacation anywhere in the world.
Carmella and Truth.
Yeah, Carmella is
the Royal Rumble is going to be going on. The 30th man will be coming out. Everyone knows it'll be Truth. And they got countdown for his buzzer. It'll happen anyway, but yeah.
So apparently the story is that they were supposed to submit where they wanted to go, and Carmella didn't know about this, and so Truth volunteered them to go to WWE headquarters in Stamford.
Yeah, she's
mad.
She's trying to guess where we're going to go. Is it Rio de Janeiro? Is it Brazil? He says, no, Stamford.
Yeah.
and that's a joke.
Yeah, it's comedy.
So
It all ends with comedy.
An attempted comedy.
Well, it was an attempted comedy, yeah. I mean, it's comedy. There's a lot of comedy that's not funny.
This is that category.
Technically, this was comedy.
So, yes, a 3-month tournament with a 3-minute final, all just out of this joke. And then Michael Cole says, hey, everyone watching this on Facebook, join the network. Get 4 more hours of this bullshit.
Can you imagine?
The temerity.
Can you imagine? I love that we're supposed to feel sorry for Carmella because she didn't submit the destination. But, like, you didn't submit the fucking destination.
You didn't read.
What are you bitching about?
Yeah, you had 3 months to worry about that.
Yeah, he submitted it. You should have paid attention. Yeah. I have no sympathy for anyone anymore after tonight.
New Day versus Usos versus The Bar. All these teams
titles
ever do is wrestle each other.
Yeah, you should watch the TV, dude.
All they do is wrestle each other?
Yeah. Kidding?
So, crowd was into Kofi's comeback, or so I thought, but then I realized 10 minutes later the match was still going on, so it wasn't the comeback after all. And then here I wrote, a bunch of shit happens, and Woods steps into a bro kick and gets pinned.
Yeah.
They worked hard, everything looked good, nothing mattered or will be remembered.
No, it's just a giant collection of everybody doing moves. Mm-hmm. It's exactly like on television. Like moves, near falls, moves, near falls, and then a team wins.
An impressive display of cardio condition, strength and agility.
And moves.
And no storytelling or drama to anything at all whatsoever.
Dude, there's one move where fucking Kofi goes up to the top, and he jumps and he just trust falls on everybody. Which, like, in real life, that's fucking scary and dangerous.
Yeah.
Tom Phillips goes, ha-ha! Look at him! Like, fuck you. And announcers suck.
The announcers are the usual terrible selves.
Jesus God almighty. You can't put it over like it's actually deadly. Like, hey, what if you do that move and everyone moves?
He'll die.
What if you do that move and no one's there?
He'd fucking die.
That's as high risk as a high risk move can be. Tom Phillips laughs. Ha ha, look at the guy. He leapt and spinned. Spun.
Who cares?
Whatever.
Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. I figured Brian would have a rant to go off on here, but I'll just
Who gives a shit? I don't care.
Corbin cuts a promo, says the fans, too bad the fans get used to it, he's going to be in charge. Tells Heath Slater, the referee, to count to 10. Count Braun Strowman out, he'll be the permanent GM. Braun comes out with his arm in a sling. He says this match is no DQ, which means I can have all my friends beat you up and it's totally legal.
Yeah, this is the baby face.
Yes.
So I swear to God, 5 fucking guys are out there. We got Apollo Crews, Rude, Gable, and Finn Balor.
That's 4, yeah.
And then, of course, Braun Strowman.
And Heath.
Yeah, and Heath, yeah. So basically it is 6 on 1. And then Angle comes out.
So 7 on 1.
Yeah, Corbin tries to leave, so Angle comes out. It is 7 on 1 advantage baby faces. They beat the shit out of Baron Corbin. All the baby faces hit the guy with their finish. Slater puts on the ref shirt, and then Strowman,
with his arm in his sling.
Yep, pins the guy.
Whatever.
I mean, here's what I figure is going to happen. They're going to come on the show tomorrow, and, like, Stephanie's going to come out and say, this is bullshit. Like, it was 7 on 1. Corbin, you're reinstated. And then Vince comes out and says, you're fired. And that's the end of Baron Corbin for, like, 2 weeks or whatever. But, like, who cares? This was so wacky. I mean, I guess you got your Braun Strowman-Baron Corbin match.
Oh, great.
That they promised you, basically.
Yeah. Ruby Riott versus Natalya in a tables match. So the Riott squad come out and they have a table with a big sticker of Jim Neidhart on it.
Oh, dastard.
Yes. So they're interfering like crazy, just right in front of everybody. And Natalya has no friends, I guess, so she has to fight them all up alone.
I mean, she got Ronda Rousey, but she never came out.
Ronda's busy. She had a match.
She's got to put on her eye makeup.
I think she had tonight.
And get her hair did.
She did get her hair did.
Yeah.
For sure.
She can't help her friend.
Now, that's dumb, but it didn't work out because Natalya had to, it was more odds for the hero to overcome. And first, she went to knock Ruby off the apron through a table. Liv pushes Ruby out of the way. Liv goes to the table. That looked brutal. When flying backwards, like she had the back of her head in the ground. And then shortly thereafter, Nadia slams Sarah Logan through a table, so now it's 1-on-1. And the anvil table gets set up in the corner, and they tease going through that a few times. And then Nadia lays Ruby out, and she pulls out a Ruby table.
Should it be Ruby's dad? Or like Ruby's mom or somebody? Just a picture of Ruby. I'm going to put you through a table with your own likeness on it.
Yeah. Then she put on her dad's jacket, and they fought on top for a while. They teased me off the top for a while. Then Natalia had a power bomb off the top through the table and won.
Yep.
So this was silly, but also effective in the end. So it was
fine. It was a fun enough match. They had another happy ending.
Happy ending.
We got many happy endings here on the show.
Yes.
So that was a change of pace, to say the least.
Yes.
We'll fix that tomorrow.
Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. First part of this was really good because for the first time all night, I felt like I was watching a wrestling match.
Well, you were watching a wrestling match for the first time this. I guess the three-way tag was a wrestling match.
Well, this felt more because that felt like a dance.
It was a moves match.
It was a moves
match.
This
was a wrestling match.
This was a wrestling match that sometimes was also a fight.
Sure, yeah.
There was a big, scary guy, clever in the small fucker, and a little fast guy had to stick and move to try and get his offense in. It felt like a competitive contest and not a choreographed presentation. Crowd's all into it. Kind of went a little long, dragged in the middle, and then Finn makes his big comeback, but then Drew wipes him out, throws him back in the ring, and then Dolph Ziggler runs through the crowd and super kicks Drew. Drew responds by kicking a chair into Dolph's face, making Dolph a big geek. But then Finn kicks the chair into Drew's face, hits a big foot stomp for the win. It was good. Could have been better if they just wrestled, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. I have nothing more to add. It was like just a fine little match. I was surprised Finn Balor beat Drew McIntyre.
It appears based on this and the future angle, this is going to be a three-way thing for a while.
It could be. They made sure to note that the Finn Dolph thing, it's not about helping anybody. There are no friends, everyone.
No.
This is not about helping anyone.
No one has any friends.
These two men don't like each other.
They're all lonely losers.
Yeah, Finn is a babyface, Drew's a heel, and Dolph is just an unlikable fella.
Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton in a chairs match.
You got Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. You put them in a fucking chairs match.
Mm-hmm.
I hate chairs matches. Do you know, everybody? I'm sure you do if you listen to the shows. You know the first chairs match I ever saw? Wasn't it a TLC show? It was on Nitro.
You watched a chairs match.
It was a Vince Russo booked chairs match.
Kurt Hennig
and it fucking sucked.
Roddy Piper, yes.
And somebody thought, that's pretty cool, a chairs match. Let's fucking do one on WWE TV. They've done them ever since, and they're never any good.
The only good moment ever was when the Big Show found a giant chair.
I guess that was cool.
Because that was only a finish you could only see in WWE. So
I mean, what the fuck's the point here? Like, you can't use a ladder? Like, if you use a ladder in a chairs match, is that disqualification?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Don't get mad at me.
That's real?
As far as I know.
What the fuck?
Well, the only other option would be that a chairs match is a no DQ match, but they go to the point of putting chairs everywhere. So the chairs would be the most common weapon.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, if you're in a chairs match, you put someone through a table, is that a disqualification?
I mean, I would assume.
Somebody help me out here.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a ladder match with a guitar above the ring. And the steps were, whoever gets the guitar can use it. Do you know how dumb this is? It's not whoever gets the guitar wins.
No.
It's whoever gets the guitar can use it. How about use the fucking motherfucking ladder?
Yeah.
That's made of metal.
And
right?
Pointy and sharp.
A chairs match.
Now, there's one great moment here where Orton got laid out on the floor, and Ray takes a chair into the ring, and he hits the ropes, and he body surfed. He boogie boarded on the chair out of the ring onto Orton.
That was funny.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was like the one good thing in this match.
Otherwise, it was slow. It was plodding. Ray did something stupid. Jumped off the apron, landed ass first on a chair.
That's our spot. You sit on this chair. I'm going to run to hit you with my ass. But you move, and my ass will land on the chair.
And my ass will break the
And I get split my ass.
As far as I know.
Right? That's what happened.
I assume.
I mean, otherwise he just sat in a chair and sold it.
So then Orton took a chair and daintily, and I mean carefully, delicately, placed it on top of the table. And then just rammed Ray's head into it. That was it. So Orton sets
because
up...
it hurts more to ram a man's head into a table that has a chair on it than just a table.
I see. I see. So then Orton just... I mean... the phrase rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, maybe a little close to home here, but he just starts setting up chairs in the ring, like a wedding's going to happen or something. And he goes for, I guess, an RKO one of the chairs, avoids it, and Ray, long story short, hits a victory roll off of the chairs onto the mat, and he wins with a cradle in this here chairs match.
I mean, who the fuck ever kicks out of the RKO? Anybody?
A few people.
So you need to set up like a row of chairs, like we're in church. You got to RKO him out of those chairs before you can pin Rey Mysterio. This match was alright, but fuck, did they need chairs? No,
They did not need chairs.
that was dumb.
Finn Balor was cutting a promo backstage when Dolph Ziggler interrupted him and then beat his ass.
Yeah,
What a geek.
can't get Finn Balor 2 over.
God forbid anyone like him. Alright, Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey. Ronda's awesome, everybody.
Yeah,
Ronda's fucking awesome.
she's pretty good here.
She's just great. Her facials are great. Her action is great. Her transitions and reversals are all great. She's amazing. She had a great match with Nia Jax here. I don't think that's ever happened except the other time.
Yeah, the
Great
two
match with
matches she
Nia
had
Jax.
with Nia were pretty good.
So, as I've mentioned before, my favorite thing about Ronda is that she totally gets not just what facial expressions she used, but her face changes throughout the match at different points. So she goes from aggressive and confident to in pain and agony to enraged and making a big fiery comeback. And at the end, after she kicks out of the one Samoan drop, so Nia tries another one, but Ronda slips out of that. And then she blocks a punch and climbs like she's trying to climb Mount Everest, turns that into an armbar, and then before cinching it on, she's sure to mock Tamina. I guess the spot was she kissed the fist, the face breaker fist of Nia, and then cranks on the armbar and wins. It was very short. I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
I think it was longer than that.
I shouldn't say very short, but aside from being shorter than most great matches, it was a great match.
Yeah, I really liked it. I don't need to watch the first one again, but I think I like this one better because the first one, I thought that Ronda sold too long, even though they had a pretty good competitive match. This one was 11 minutes, Vinny.
I stand corrected.
11 damn minutes
It
there.
flew by.
Yeah.
Usually when a match is that long, I don't think it's that long, that's a good sign.
Right, I've been alerted by Filthy that he's home.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he wrote, "This is amazing." What does that mean?
You asking me?
This is amazing? You barfed all over my house. So what do you have to say about that? All right, go ahead, Vinny.
All right. So after the match, Nia blows off a backstage interview. So, by the way, Nia this whole time had Tamina in her corner for no reason. She did nothing. She was useless. She didn't have anything to do with the finish. And then here backstage, Nia blows off an interview, and Becky is there to run her down and beat her up, and then walks away, and then Tamina runs up. Again, totally useless.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this better not be the payoff to Becky and Nia, by the way.
Could be.
It might be.
I mean, you want to see them have another match? I sure don't.
They could do a 2-minute squash and have Becky.
They're on separate brands.
You can do the.
They don't do it,
It's
Vinny.
not real.
They don't do it,
They
Vinny.
can do cross.
I know your argument, but they don't do that.
Fine.
That's like saying, they could bring up Ricochet. Well, they won't.
No. They're interviewing Styles backstage.
Oh, fuck. Here's a question from this brilliant backstage interviewer. Do you think you're mentally prepared to win the title back tonight? He should have said, you know what, I'm not.
God,
I'm just going to go home.
how'd you bring it up?
I hadn't thought about that before, but
Sorry, everyone.
I'm mentally unprepared for
I'm
this
going to give
match.
it a go next month instead.
I was a champion for a fucking year, but I'm not mentally prepared for a championship match tonight.
So it's a god-awful, horrible idiot question.
They all are.
This is especially bad. And AJ did not save things because this flat, boring promo about he's prepared and he's going to win or whatever.
How the fuck can he have a good promo? This is a stupid question.
It would be hard.
I'd be infuriated if someone asked me a question that's stupid for a championship match.
So we had AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE title. Don't want to shock you. This was an excellent pro wrestling match.
Yeah, I got 25 minutes. They had a hell of a little match there.
Felt like they were just getting going. They went 25 and could have gone 35 easy.
Yeah, the fans, they were into it, but they weren't into it like it was the best match they'd seen in, the year.
Right.
They were just kind of I don't know, they liked it, but I don't know what it was. I don't know if they expected, someone to run in or... I don't know what they expected, but they were into it, but not that into it.
So yeah, 25 minutes, we could go over a lot, spend a lot of time going back and forth over stuff, but Daniel was a great wrestler who was kind of a coward and kind of a prick. AJ was a great wrestler who stood his ground and was always going forward. He tried and countered pretty much everything. Lots lots of sub-holds reversals. Granny would like this.
Yeah, the lapel lock is now the lapel lock.
Yes, it's not the yes lock anymore.
The yes dead.
Yes.
So it's no longer the yes lock.
So for the finish, they began to tease ref bumps. They never delivered, but they had a bunch of guys flying at the ref and almost hitting him. And then AJ hit the cradle, and Brian just reversed it, and the ref, who was not bumped, just counted 3, and that was it.
Yeah.
They teased so many fuck finishes that when the finish was just a roll-up and a 3 count, it felt very abrupt, anticlimactic.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to watch 2 things on the show, you got to watch the main event and this match.
Right.
If you got to watch 3, add in the Ronda match.
Yeah, I agree.
If you got to watch 4, don't.
Yeah.
There's other stuff on the network.
Yeah, there's other stuff. There's stuff that's you won't hate, but
watch the tag match from New Japan last night.
Okay, there you go.
That might be better. That was a very good match, though. Excellent match.
Yes, and Brian wins. He just wins clean, and it's the kind of clean win that can still lead to a rematch.
It still felt very much like a WWE match.
Yeah.
Like, I feel if they would have done this match in New Japan or Ring of Honor or an indie show, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But like under the requirements of the WWE brand, they had a hell of a match.
Charlie interviews Ronda. Ronda just says, "Payback's a bitch, and I'm the baddest one on the
Well,
planet."
Ronda's talking to Natty. Charlotte comes up and just says, "Can I talk to Ronda?" Natty's blown off. She has to leave. Natty ultimately will turn on Ronda when they're doing the slow build.
Yeah.
And then, I hate these announcers. Like, I like Charlie. It's not even her fault, but like, she interviews Ronda and Ronda goes, "Payback's a bitch, and I'm the baddest one on the planet." She storms off, and Charlie has to look baffled. What? Like, was that not abundantly clear? She's the baddest bitch on the planet. Hello? What are you confused about?
I don't know. Well, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
All right, so first off, can someone explain to me what the fuck happened here? Because I thought that this was a ladder match. Like, this was billed as being a ladder match. And then the show comes, and it's just a wrestling match. Now, listen. I don't want to sit here and bitch, but I'm gonna.
Paul, bitch. This thing sucked.
These fucking guys, this is a grudge match. Built around Dean Ambrose turning on Roman Reigns the night that he announced he was going home to fucking fight for his life and battle leukemia. He turns on the guy, and he's been bringing up Roman Reigns' leukemia over and over again. This is a fucking blood feud. These 2 fellas get in the ring. They lock up. They begin to exchange holds. Dean puts him in a chin lock. He holds him down on the mat. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? What the fuck kind of a grudge match is this? Does anybody know how to wrestle anymore? So they're having this clean, straight wrestling match on fucking TLC. Like, give them some fucking chairs. Why don't you give them needles? Since Dean wants to get inoculated in every city. Did we mention that? Why don't you just put fucking needles all over the ring? They can jab each other in the ass with needles, like something. Instead, they're there wrestling. And then, as they're wrestling, Seth Rollins flips out of something to sunset flip out of the corner. He fucking sells his knee. Oh my God, he blew out his knee.
The exact same spot where he really blew out his knee.
Yes! He fucking blows out his knee, then he hits the ropes. Dive.
Buckle
Jumps
bomb.
back in the ring.
He's carrying this guy around.
That's later. First he blows out his knee and hits 2 straight dives. Then later he blows out his knee again, and he hits a running buckle bomb afterwards. The announcers are trying so hard to explain this nonsensical psychology here. Oh, Renee goes, forward momentum is on his side. That's why he could run. Because he lifted him up, and the weight was in front of him, and so I guess he just stumbled to the corner on his bad leg. They're trying so hard to make sense of this. Now, if you think I'm being a dick, okay, I wasn't in the building. I was not one of the 11,000 fans chanting, "This is boring."
Yeah. It was a small vocal minority early. It was the vast majority late.
Yes. I couldn't even believe the match these guys put together. Who put this fucking match together? Seriously.
There's so much more that you're glossing over.
Glossing over?
Or haven't gotten to yet. Maybe a more fair way to put it.
I could go on for 6 hours about this
How
match.
about before they even fight, when Seth begins to scream, "The mind games are done. You wanted this fight.
Yeah, what a...
Come on, pal.
Come on, pal. Let's lock up.
This is not believable dialogue. This is dialogue written by someone who's never actually been in a fight. And then later, this is the fight you wanted, Ambrose. Just shit.
I don't think this was the fight that Ambrose wanted.
No one wanted this
I
fight.
think he probably wanted a good match.
So the match sucks, and it's stupid, but I've seen sucky, stupid matches before. And then Seth's firing up for his comeback. He's coming with a kick out of the corner, and Dean says, fist bump, bro. And Seth is conflicted. You fucking shithead, Seth Rollins. Kick this fucker. What's wrong with you? I'm supposed to feel bad for him? They keep going. They do the barricade bomb spot, the ripped up Finn shoulder. Now, the announcers. They have been talking. Renee's married to Dean Ambrose in real life. As part of the storyline, and she talks about how she's a different person at home, and neither one of these men will talk to me. I don't know what's going on. When
He's a different person at home.
When Seth hits the barricade bomb that tore apart Finn Balor's shoulder and put him on the shelf for like 6 months, and that's Renee's husband flying into the barricade, and Renee says, I think that was the breaking point. That was the breaking point, I believe, for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins just went into expert mode, was what she said. Just stupid. Seth's cursing a lot like I'm supposed to care, and then he pins this geek with dirty deeds to the win.
No, Seth didn't. Dean didn't.
Who cares? This sucked. This is awful.
Dean won the Intercontinental title, everybody. They claim Seth's emotions got to him. What emotions? He wrestled. He wrestled and didn't sell anything. It was a bad match.
An awful match. Followed by a great match. Oh, great, beautiful, wonderful. I love this match. Asuka versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in a TLC match.
They fucking killed each other.
They killed each other with death. They brought the pain. There was a slaughter and a massacre, a mutual just gala of violence. It was wonderful. They're just getting kendo sticks and beating the shit out of each other. They didn't do too many absolutely crazy, insane things.
Well, there was one early where Becky took a Ric Flair toss off the top and landed lower back first on the rungs of a ladder.
That was bad.
What the fuck are you guys thinking?
Don't do that. Don't do that. And also don't do the spot where Becky jumps off a ladder and has both women on the announce desk and Asuka dodges. So Becky hits Charlotte and then bounces up off of her.
That's usually not good.
That's very bad. Don't do that.
Well, they're light.
Oh, are they now?
No, they are.
I mean, lighter than, me.
Yeah, but like when you're 115, 120 pounds, like you don't go through the table as easily as like the Big Show.
Well, that's true.
And Randy Orton.
That's true.
That's why they bounced.
So it's just a grand. I'm having trouble verbalizing all the greatness in this. The big thing about this is it's a fine line to walk in wrestling between 1 million cutoffs to the point where every single counter and change of momentum means nothing, and then just having one person hit 1,000 moves in a row. And this walked that line perfectly. Every time someone went on a sustained streak of offense, at the exact moments they should get cut off, they were cut off here. Just enough so it felt like something major was happening, but not so it was over and over again so no one could get anything going together. Finally, Asuka gets the stick. She beat the fuck out of these women on the floor. She's celebrating. Charlotte spears her through the table, or through the barricade. And as Brian noted, these women are light, so she had to fucking spear her through this barricade.
Yeah.
So now it's down to Charlotte and Becky in the ring for a while, the two women who actually have a personal grudge in this fight.
Can I say one negative thing about this match?
Well, sure.
Get it out of the way. The fucking announcers.
No, they suck.
In the middle of this match,
Oh, that's right.
Corey Graves claimed these women want the title more than life itself. What?
That's a little over the top.
They want this belt more than they want to be alive. So, like, the two losers are going to go kill themselves tonight? Is that what he's saying?
So.
Because they didn't get the title, so, like, what a ridiculous thing to say. Remember you said there's a fine line?
Yes.
Okay, there's a fine line between putting over the championship as being, like, the most important prize that you're fighting for in the promotion and claiming you wanted more than your life itself. That's ridiculous. That shit takes me out of the match.
Yeah. There was something, I didn't write it down, but there was something when one of the women did something crazy, insane, and dangerous, and they laughed at it. I mean, maybe Charlotte's moonsault onto both women, I'm not sure, but anyway. So it gets down to Charlotte and Becky alone in the ring, and like I say, these are the two women who actually have a personal grudge, and they, for like 5 minutes, had the best 5 minutes of this entire show, just a hate fight. Just chops and elbows and chops and elbows, and stopping to seethe at each other in pure rage, and chops and elbows and chops and elbows. It was great. And then finally, Charlotte leaves Becky out at the table, does a big somersault to put her through it. Then all three women are in the ring. There's two ladders set up side by side. They're taking turns fighting on top and knocking each other over. And Asuka gets knocked off one, and so Charlotte and Becky are fighting on top of the other. And out comes Ronda, who, as she noted earlier, was the baddest bitch on the planet. And she got in the ring. She tipped over the ladder. Charlotte and Becky both got necked and fell out of the ring. Ronda had done her damage. She left. Asuka saw opportunity knocking. She scurried up the ladder and won. Everyone went crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone was happy to see Asuka win.
Yeah, you know why? Because if you don't try, if this company doesn't try to make a baby face or a heel, they've got baby faces. The fans love Asuka because she's Asuka.
Yeah.
They love her because, like, there was a time where, I don't know if, like, this was like a decade, 2 decades ago, 25 years ago, where I don't think a lot of fans could really recognize if someone was really good or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so everyone loved the Ultimate Warrior. He fucking was terrible.
Right.
But, like, people liked him.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't recognize he was a terrible worker. Got carried by a lot of guys. It's 2018. Like, people recognize talent. And Asuka is very, very, very talented.
I'll say.
And they love her for that. And WWE hasn't tried anything stupid with her. They don't do stupid storylines or gimmicks to try to make her a babyface. She's out there being a badass.
They did have Ellsworth imitating her.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, it's just like she's just out there being Asuka.
That is true, yes.
And as a result, the most beloved heel, or the most beloved babyface, and Rob's mic on the whole time, the most beloved babyface on the roster is Becky.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky didn't win this match.
No.
She lost her title.
She did.
She lost at Asuka, and you know what? Everybody cheered.
Because Asuka's also awesome.
Because this bullshit about these fans, they don't like baby faces. They'll never accept a baby face. They're heel. Whatever people say, it's all bullshit. Fans will get behind a baby face if you just let them be themselves and a baby face. Don't push it. Don't try. Don't shove people down their throats. Just like let likable people be likable. And these fans will fucking like them. That's what happened here with Asuka. And for the record, by the way, in WWE, this was not a Ronda Rousey heel turn.
No, of course not.
Ronda Rousey was coming out here, and she was getting revenge on Charlotte and Becky, and they're doing a storyline that's going to lead into WrestleMania. And so even though she was booed, this was not supposed to be her heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
She was just out here getting her revenge. That was it. Hell of a match.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So basically, whatever you think is the best match, either the TLC match or the Daniel Bryan AJ Styles match, I mean, those were the two by far best things on the show. The Ronda Rousey match was good. If you like moves, the three-way tag match was good. And that was it. Still too long.
Yeah, and do not watch Seth and Dean.
Oh, God, no. You should almost watch it, like, for the comedy of it. Like, if you're a worker, you should watch it to see what not to do in a grudge match. It's like the worst fucking grudge match I've seen in years.
It was bad.
It's like that Triple H Randy Orton grudge match at WrestleMania.
That was also bad.
Home invasions. That they lock up.
I think that was the one.
Shin locks.
I think that was the one where I walked out of the room during the WrestleMania event because there was a nice sunset outside.
Yeah, dude. Why is this so hard?
I don't know.
All right, so that's it, everybody. I'll be back later on tonight with Dave. I'm struggling to stay alive. But thank you all for listening. Christmas shows up December 24th in the evening.